Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday at 9:01. We're here for another healing call, and these weeks are going by very, very, very quickly. Wow, it just felt like we came together recently. So, we're here again. The energy is already flowing. It's been flowing for a while. I actually was so overwhelmed with so much energy today. I took a bit of a meditation, and after I was so relaxed, I said, I think I'm actually going to just doze off for a bit. And that's what I did. And I woke up on time for the call, and I realized that I was supposed to do a few things tonight, but I'll do them after because I won't be tired. After this surge of energy, a good meditation, and a good nap, wow, I'm going to be up for a while tonight, but very, very, in a very, very good state of mind. So, there's a lot going on. A lot going on this planet, a lot going on in people's lives. There's a lot of questions coming in, and I would be lying if I said I had all the answers, but we all have the answers within. Meditating and having that quiet time for yourself is so important. You can ask yourself, what do I need to know today? Talk to your higher self. Start really connecting with that part of you that knows everything. It's our 3D personalities that are interpreting and experiencing, but we can't really predict the future with our 3D personality. But why not tap into your broader view, that higher intelligence, your higher self, which is there loving you all the time? We have our spirit guides, we have our beings of light that love us, we have our higher self, which is guiding us. Use those resources. I know people ask me questions, and what I do is I'll do my best to help them out, but what I always try to do is put it on them. Because I believe that's kind of what got me going. Is there is so many great mentors in my life, and the reason they were great mentors is they always had me do the work. All right, kind of putting me in the direction. Okay, go within, go find the answer. And you want to know, am I on the right track at least? Am I doing this right? I get that, and that's a way. There's that feedback going back and forth, but ultimately, it's you connecting with you. It's you connecting to this universe and higher power. Because why? You're an infinite, magnificent being that can do that. And it's just letting go of those limitations that say you can't do it, right? So that's where we want everyone to start peeling off the layers of resistance and connecting with that power within, that beautiful heart intelligence of yours. So welcome to the Tuesday night So Brilliant call, where we have a little bit of a talk and then we jump into the healing session. The healing session itself will start in about half an hour, usually half past the hour, but the energy is already flowing. So I just got a few texts from people that can't join us today, and they've actually said, I already feel the energy, so I'm there, include me. I don't have to make it a note that I'm including them. The beings of light already know they're included. So it's just making that intention. I can't be on the call, include me. And they will. They know who's going to join. They know who's going to watch a replay. They know who wants to be included. So how do they know that? Well, we're dealing with these beautiful beings of light that don't use our limited way of thinking. They know everything and everyone. So we have a lot of help on our side. We have a lot of support in these times. And I know some days, I'm not a news watcher, but I don't put my head in the sand either. So I am aware of a lot of things happening on this planet. Tremendous amounts. And you know what, I did mention this before, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's really neat to know this because it becomes, I think, more comforting. Right now, we are seeing all those realities, right? And some of them are not so nice and some of them are great. So why is it in one day you can see something so beautiful and then something so opposite? That's because our consciousness is like a projector, which is projecting about, oh my goodness, 88 billion screens per second, something crazy like that. So imagine it's just all these screens that make a movie, and you're kind of depending where your vibration is, where your thought process is. Are you thinking positive? Are you light? You're going to look at better realities, or are you looking at something a little darker, let's say, because your vibration is a bit lower, or your mood's not so good. So then when you're seeing things you don't like, well, what do? You work on yourself to reconnect, to get yourself in a better place so you start to see good things. Now, just because we're seeing some things from different realities doesn't mean we're in that reality. So imagine you're in a glass box and you're viewing everything. And the reason we can see other realities, even though we're not in them, is so we can make a personal choice. Do I really want to go to a reality or be in a reality or experience a reality that has all these dark things happening? Absolutely not. Do I want to be in a reality where there's love, joy, compassion, and all that good stuff? Absolutely. So based on your free will, you choose those more positive things. You start to get pulled into even better realities. But if you focus on negativity, what happens when people focus on negativity and continuously do that? You get drawn into negativity. Now, while we're in our glass boxes, in our realities, let's say somebody's in a darker reality, a more negative reality. They can see us. So let's say they see something happening that's good. And like, wait a second, how are these people so happy when the world's so chaotic? Because we're experiencing a different reality, a different version of it. So now they can focus on our reality and start to pull out of their negative reality into a more positive reality. I know it seems like a bit much, but let's just bring it down to a simplistic understanding. Think positive, you bring in positivity. Think negative, you bring in negativity. So your choice, when you wake up in the morning, your choice to wake up and say, oh my goodness, what a beautiful day. Thank you for another day. Thank you, planet Earth, for having me be here. Thank you to my body for letting me have a good sleep, allowing me to get out of bed, letting me do all the things I love to do. Then you go outside and you thank Mother Earth for the air that we breathe, the sunshine. And we have not been getting a lot of sunshine here in Ontario. So when I see the sun, wow, am I like dancing. And when I'm seeing the clouds, I thank the sun for being behind the clouds because I know it's there. And I know it's trying to peek through. And I know the sun is shining regardless if I can see it or not. That's that excitement that you want to be in, to just keep that awesome, positive vibe, even when there might be chaos around you, chaos in your life. Start to go within, find that calmness, and then be thankful and appreciate the little things in life so you can inch into a more positive mindset, inch into a more positive mindset, inch into a more positive mindset. There are days where things are going a little bit nutty around us, and I can say, okay, what's going on? My meter is my mood. I can stay very high. I can be very happy most of the time. But when I start to get irritated, let's say somebody's irritating me. I'm like, why am I irritated? I'm irritated because my vibration is starting to drop. So what do? I don't go to that person and say, hey, change your behavior, because that's just that person. It's me that's being irritated by that person at this time because my vibration is dropping. So I will go say, hey, I need about 15 minutes of quiet time to reconnect with me. And once I get into that high vibe again, that irritation doesn't bother me anymore. So it's all about understanding how you feel with your moods, understanding how your body feels, and really gauge it. It's like your own personal gauge on how you're feeling. So perhaps with everything that's going on this planet, you might need some more reconnection time. So we usually say you want to get to at least 15 minutes a day. Well, what if 15 minutes a day is not enough in this time? You might need 15 minutes. So maybe in the morning when you first get up before that rush and bustle starts in the day. So you have some quiet time to really sit, enjoy yourself, think about your day. Then maybe in the afternoon, something happened, you got thrown off again. Take another 5, 10, 15 minutes to reconnect to that magnificent part of you. And then perhaps before you go to bed, you might want to write I am beautiful, I am kind, I am safe, I am secure. You can write, you can journal about all the things you appreciate. These are just little things you can do when you feel yourself getting wobbly. There's a lot happening on this planet right now. There are so many tremendous things coming at us, information. So we want to limit the entertainment we're watching, especially on social media, because all that flipping is, especially before bed, is priming your mind to be reprogrammed, let's say, to more of negative things before you go to bed. For instance, back in the day, when I was more, I was going through my own stuff as a kid, let's say, and there was a part of me that liked scary movies. Actually, I kind of loved scary movies back then. But let's say you watch a scary movie before bed, or then I went through this whole phase in my 20s where I loved CSI, Criminal Minds. There's some really creepy shows I used to like. And what I would do is I would watch these shows right before bed. Well, what does that do? That reprograms my brain to allow this negative energy as I'm sleeping. Well, once you start to really monitor what you're watching, and you're raising your vibration, and you're doing these healings, and you're meditating, you're using affirmations, and you're being very aware of everything that you're doing, you're going to notice you just don't like those things anymore, because there's this innate intelligence that knows if I watch something negative and I go to bed, I'm leaving my field open for this information to come in when I'm sleeping. Imagine going to bed in a state of appreciation. You take that time to settle into your day. You can either write, say it out loud, get into a meditation, something that makes you feel connected and warm and secure and loved. And then you start to fall asleep in that state of appreciation. Now, when you're sleeping, what are you doing? You're allowing this love to fill your mind, fill your dreams. When you wake up, what's going to happen? You're going to wake up calmer. And as you do this more and more, you're going to go to sleep easier, wake up easier, go to sleep easier, wake up easier. There's things you can do, like for some of us that don't have maybe control of where we're sleeping. And I take this for some kids who get jumped around from different houses, different parents' houses, back and forth, back and forth. They might prefer to sleep in one house over another. You might be in a apartment building that has neighbors you don't like, and you can feel that negative energy next door. You might be, in a home where you can't control everyone's behavior, but you can control your own. So your space, your sleeping area is fine, but maybe the walls on the other side feel a little bit off. But what you can do before you go to bed, because you have control and you have the ability to ask, is ask to put yourself in a bubble of protection when you sleep. Use your words for help, asking for help. It's simple, and the intention can be very simply said. And if you have a question on maybe wording, I think I sent out an email about a bubble of protection. It's simply asking God, these beings of light, create this beautiful bubble of protection around me. You can make it multi-layered. Maybe you have, I want it triple layered. I want this beautiful golden light. I want purple light. I want to be so secure when I sleep or when I'm going to the mall that any negativity that's coming away, I don't even feel it because it cannot enter. Now, when I used to make these bubbles of protection, people used to say, well, it's not fair. You're in a bubble protection and you're leaving us out. I thought about that. I'm like, So I, over years of playing around with these things, I realized, okay, now I'm in my bubble of protection. Nobody can steal my energy. I'm going to keep out negative energy, but add the next layer. Ask divine love to bring a flow, a constant flow of love that comes to you and through you and then out to everyone you meet. You become this lighthouse of light. So now you're out and about, you're protected in your bubble of love, but not only are you protected, you're bringing in that light and sending it to everyone and everything that you meet. You can change the world like this. Do this when you're driving in traffic. Send out that love, like I am in love with all those before me. Sending out that love. You'll actually see the drivers smile at you because they sense it, because they're sensing the love at some level. We had March break, so I was pretty busy last week doing a few fun things. And when I'm out, I do make that conscious effort to stay in high vibration, sending out love and light to everyone I see. And we went to the zoo, the Toronto Zoo. Now, at the zoo, there's so many different, sometimes I feel bad for the animals that are there, but then I figure, well, they're there, so I might as well support the zoo and give them some funds to keep the animals happy. And I'm going to go in there with a mindset that I'm going to send love to everyone and everything. So as I'm going through the zoo, it ended up being a beautiful sunny day. I had such a beautiful day. It was overly busy, which I thought was great because the zoo was making a lot of money to feed the animals and do what they need to do. But there was this vibe in the air of happy children, happy parents, and I don't know, everyone I saw had a smile on their faces, honestly, like I was in some bubble of happiness. And it was so cute. We were sitting there just listening, and there was this little boy. I think at this point we were walking for a very long time. There's lots of walking at the zoo. And this little boy, and I've told this story to a few people, all I heard him, he's behind us, and he said, Mom and Dad, this is the best day of my life. And it was the cutest thing. He was like 4 years old or 5 years old, saying it's the best day of his life. He's having so much fun. The animals were happy. There were a few animals that looked a little bit more, and we just sat there and sent them extra love. It's sometimes it's twofold. Like, do you go to the zoo, not go to the zoo? You wish they all could be free and running free, obviously. But they are well cared for, and I just went in with a different mindset of let's go and have fun. And then we were all laughing at one point because we're sitting there and there was pink flamingos, and we heard someone say, look at the pink animals over there. And we were just like, pink animals? Like they're pink flamingos, or pink birds, but it was so funny. So we're just making the day anywhere you are extra special. And how do you do that? It all starts with you. So yeah, okay, fine, we went to the zoo, we made the best of it, but you can do this in anything you're doing. Sitting in traffic, going to the grocery store, waiting in line at the grocery store, whatever, gassing up your gas station. Do you ever sit there gassing up your car and you just look around and send everyone and everything love and being thankful that you have a car and you're gassing it up, or looking at the sky when you're doing it, and of course paying attention and things like that? But it's up to you where you can send the love and light in everything you do. You are a lighthouse, but that means so much more. I always get told that you have no idea how powerful and what you do is, because we assume we are insignificant, small. How does my energy matter? But you, me, all of us are an important puzzle in this beautiful experience that we're in. And your light, although we might think it's small, is not small, because it radiates and it radiates. And every thought stays in the universe. Can you imagine your light just beaming all the time? So we want to stay in balance. We want to stay in positivity in our thoughts, our actions, and our words. When you are in positivity with your thoughts, your actions, and words, you are working with the family of light. You are helping this world. I was giving, I'm not sure who I was talking to this week, but I was saying, you can't be at home and being mean and nasty behind the scenes and then go out in public and put on the show that you're kind and nice. It doesn't work that way, because that energy is not really connecting. You want to be that kind person to yourself, to others, in your thoughts, your actions, and your words all the time. Now, I know it's easier to do. Most people can do 2 out of the 3. It can be the mixture. I can be good in my words and actions, but it's hard to do it in my thoughts, or vice versa. Really be aware in everything. Your thoughts, actions, and words. And if you're feeling grumpy, like, oh, I didn't like what this person was wearing. Okay, why are you saying that thought? That's because your dark interference, your shadow side, is getting the better of you. What do? Reconnect. Negative thought, I don't like it. Archangel Michael, please come in, dissolve this negative thought, and bring in the love. When we hold the light, when you raise your vibration, the dark energy on this planet loses its grip on you. This is the ticket to healing. When we're grumpy, when we're sad, when we're off balance, when we're all those things, we're in a lower vibration. And in that lower vibration, that's where all that negativity is. That's where those negative things can come at you. Why would you want to stay in that lower vibration? When? Only you can do this. When you raise your vibration into a higher frequency, the frequency of love. And now you're being bombarded by love. And you know what? That negativity is still there. Okay, where'd Brenda go? Where'd Brenda go? She's not there anymore. Because I'm up here. I'm out of their grip. That's where you want to be. Now what happens is I'm starting to get wobbly. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to go down. I'm getting irritated. That's where you need to do something to get back up. Because the last thing you want to do is fall into there and go, that's where the darkness comes over you. And then what happens? You go into a depression. And then how long are you down there for? Sometimes it's 3 weeks. I'm only talking through experience. I'm not judging. I was once there when that grasp of the darkness would come over me. I was just feeling out of sorts, no energy, all that stuff. It feels really, really bad down there. Now, when you have a taste of that elation, that inspiration, that connection, that love, you always want it. Now, that's the trick, right? We're human, so our emotional field goes up and down depending on things that happen, but it's up to us to keep it up. But again, the good thing is, which I recently learned, is although we are humans with emotional fields and our emotions go up and down, the light quotient you have always shines. So here you are doing these types of work. Your darkness is leaving, more light's coming in, darkness leaves, more light's coming in. 15 years later, darkness leaves, light's going in. But what's happening, all that work is for a good thing. Your light quotient's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So now you're beaming this beautiful light everywhere you go. And now my emotions might get triggered. So now my emotions are going up and down. But my light quotient still stays there bright. So they are independent of each other, which brings so much relief. Because I used to think, oh my gosh, my mood's flowing up, then I'm not shining my light. Not the case. Your light still shines, even though you're going through an emotional thing. But try your best to get out of the emotion, that are lower, and slowly raise yourself up. But be kind to yourself, because we are human and it takes practice to get out of those lower emotions. And there are some people who are going through some really big positive shifts. And as they're releasing cell memories of trauma, sadness, things they have done, things they have experienced, whether they're within a family or outside a family, your body is going to feel very icky. You're going to have panic attacks as this icky old energy is coming out. You're going to feel unstable. Do whatever it takes to get out of it. And if it means watching a comedy, then do it. Going for a walk in nature, then do it. Taking a bath with baking soda and Epsom salt, then do it. Meditate, then do it. Do whatever you can to get out. And another thing, and you might know who you are out there, raise your hand and say, I need some help, please, because there's always support out there. There's always perhaps a friend you can call. Perhaps there's someone else like me you can call. Perhaps there's somebody you can reach out to and say, hey, I need some help. Talk to a positive friend. Say, hey, I need a walk. Hey, let's go for a coffee. I need to get out of this funk. Sometimes, yes, I need to be left alone to recharge on my own. I get it. And hey, maybe I want to sulk in my sorrows a little bit. It's okay to do that, but don't become the victim. Don't stay in that victim mentality too long. Sometimes as we're releasing something that's big, we are the victim temporarily. How dare that person do that to me? I can't believe that happened to me. And it's we're human, so we go through that. You don't want to stay there too long, because it can become a new habit. You don't want to form a habit like that. You want to say, hey, yes, that happened. Yes, I had my pity party. And yeah, now I am a creator of my life. I'm getting out of this. I'm going to be that magnificent being I was born to be. Because who's magnificent? You are. Who creates this reality? You do. Who stays in positive vibes to get more positivity? You do. And how do you do it? You practice, you never give up, and know you deserve it and you're worthy. And if you need to listen to something uplifting, then do it. Do whatever it takes to get out of that funk. All right? Now we're going to jump into the healing portion. I'm already buzzing. I had a session, I think it was today. And it was so cute, because you get clients that come often and they'll go, whoa, today's session was the biggest it's ever been. But they just said that last week and the week before. It's because as we're healing, more resistance is leaving, right? What happens? You become more sensitive. So you're allowing more light to come in and more resistance to leave. So that's happening with a lot of you. So you're feeling things more. You're allowing more. Your allowance, you're healing. So you're getting more into the allowance state. Also, the planet right now has the most light it has ever had in thousands of years. But with that caveat there, we are in the lightest of the light, but we're also in the darkest of the dark, because the dark is not happy with what's going on. So it's doing whatever it can to pull us back into the darkness. And we say, no, the light is stronger and we're going to keep going. And you know what? We're going to keep plowing ahead, paving that way for more light, more light, more light. So then we do have healings becoming much more powerful than ever before. Humanity's waking up. And 2024 is the year where there's going to be many little shocking things happening. I don't know what they are, but as things happen, breathe deeply, stay connected, and know you're going to be fine through it. Keeping that calm while all this is happening, because your light is needed more than ever before. We need to hold the light for those that can't. There are some people on this planet right now in some seriously crappy situations. We are not one of them. We are blessed to be where we are. So let's hold the light for those who can't, because they need it so intensely now. And we have the ability to do it. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to get into the healing. I'll balance out the music. And I see a lot of love things out there. And I love you all back. And I love that you're on these calls. And I can feel the love. And we have some really nice success stories of people who are healing. And I'm going to make a special intention out to Pal. He's been in our thoughts and prayers on many of these calls, and he's coming back. So this is really, really beautiful. I haven't yet met the person in person, but I feel like I know him already. There's been some emails sent to me. So as we get through these healings, I have my personal list that I will be sending my special intentions to, and when we get there, you're going to send your intentions to anyone you might be worried about. You don't have to explain why you're worried about, just send them love. The energy is there for everyone to absorb and allow. I'm going to drink some water and we'll get started. All right. Okay, for a second. Okay, here we go. Just let me know how the balance is, and I'm going to first talk a bit, and then I'm going to drink some water as you guys tell me how it sounds. So I'll be talking like this. The music, is the music too high? Is my voice too low? Let me know, and we will correct that. All right, everyone, how's the music? Perfect? Beautiful. All right, so we are going to start with this beautiful love. And it's very funny because when we start this intense part, the first thing that I always feel is like a bubbling up of some energy that needs to leave. And I always wonder, am I feeling me or am I feeling out there? I think I'm feeling out there because this is pretty intense. It's just not all me. So, wow. We are ready today, everyone. Allow the dark energy, the negative energy, the lower dense energy to leave your field. Whether it is something you know about, don't know about. Whatever is ready to leave, your higher self is going to bring it to the surface. It's going to leave your system. You're in this beautiful octahedron of love. You are completely protected. During these calls, there is an intention that is set that is so powerful. Only people with pure hearts and intentions can join. These beings of light protect all of us. They protect the call when it's live and when it's replayed. There is so much love behind these calls. Why? Because they want us to continue to shine our light and send it out to this beautiful world and ourselves. It's all about healing. So allow those things that are bubbling up right now. Allow that tension. Move your body. Allow that tension to leave your body. Allowing deep breaths in any way that you like to breathe. But I want you to breathe in that beautiful air into every cell of your body. Imagine every cell of your body is a conscious being all on its own. It's happy. It's getting all this light. It's letting out what it no longer needs. Cell memories, sadness, traumas, fear, anxiety, that it all melts away. So what's happening today is as that dense energy leaves your system, you're having this beautiful energy weave into your essence, bathing every cell with love, bringing this peace and connection that is stronger than it's ever been, because the light on this planet is stronger than it's ever been. I want you to feel that safety, feel that connection. You have beautiful beings of light with you right now. And some of you might feel a hand on your heart, perhaps behind you. These beings of light love you so much, and they're here to assist in your healing today. You don't have to know exactly what's being done, but give that allowance. I deserve to heal. I give permission to heal. I'm ready to let go of things that no longer serve me and replace them with God's love and light. And then feel that love deep within. Some of you are starting to feel very warm inside, like this heat just moving up and down your body. Some of you might feel a tingling sensation. And as the energy switches, it can go from hot to cold, and that's completely normal. While you're in these healings, whatever is happening is appropriate for you. Just breathe in and allow whatever needs to be done to lighten your load and reconnect you with you. And there might be some of you that are getting emotional right now. Allow those tears to come out. Sometimes they're tears of joy, sometimes they're tears of resistance. Sometimes tears indicate you're breaking a negative pattern that is breaking deep within your system, so you can see life in a whole new way with eyes of positivity and excitement and love. And as you're breathing in those nice deep breaths, these beings of light are doing whatever's needed for you at this time. And for those of you who are now drifting off into a nice meditation or perhaps asleep and you're getting out of the way, that's completely fine. Just let it go. You're being surrounded by beings of light that love you so much. Let them do what they need to do to release you from any tension, anxieties, lower energies, any interference. When these calls happen, these healing sessions, although they're done online, although they're done in groups, they are very powerful. There's healings of past lives and ancestral wounds. And there are so many of us that have come on this planet as light workers that hold karma and ancestral wounds to help our family lines out. So sometimes when you feel like, why am I the one holding all this for my family? It's because you chose to. You're a magnificent being of light and you came here with a mission. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable, it can be tough. But one thing I know about you is you never give up. And you may have your down days, but you get back up again. Because that's what it is to be an old soul, the wise one. It feels like sometimes you have that burden on your shoulders. But today, allow these beings of light to lighten your load. And as you're surrendering, you're not surrendering, you're surrendering to the love, but you're not giving up your power. To surrender is to have free will. I surrender to the love. I surrender the stuff I don't know about. I'm allowing it, acknowledging that I may not know what's being healed, but I'm letting it go because I deserve to heal. I deserve to heal in the physical, the mental, the emotional layer. I choose to hold the light for this planet. I choose to beam light for those who can't. Imagine wherever you go, you're this beautiful being of light. And your light is dissolving the darkness of those you're around. You may not know it, they may not know it, but it's happening. And you're changing lives, and you're changing the trajectory of this beautiful planet into a positive place. And you matter so much. So these beings of light love what you're doing. You know, when you work for the family of light and you say, yes, take me home. I say yes to the ascension process. I say yes to God. I say yes to compassion and peace and joy. And I choose to be positive in my emotions, in my actions, in my words, in my thoughts. You have all these beings of light that say, yes, do it. We're here, we're supporting you. And doesn't that feel so light and so peaceful as this darker, denser energies leaving your fields, leaving the earth plane, and you're being replaced by this beautiful, loving energy? Every cell of your body is being lit up in love. This warmth is coming through your body, this excitement, this inspiration. And as this personal healing is happening, we are now going to send out intentions for those that we care about. If you haven't already, we're going to take a few moments. It can be someone in your home. It can be someone across the seas. It can be someone who transitioned. It can be someone you don't even know where they are at this time, but you want to send them love. Please do so at this time. You don't have to say why you're worried. These beings of light know exactly. You just want to just say their names and send them this beautiful, powerful love and light. You want to feel that love in your heart. You want to anchor that deep within. And that heart love energy is sending out to all those beautiful people, things that you've mentioned. And although we can't force the energy, we can definitely make it available to them. Now we're going to intend this beautiful wave of master light to weave through your home. And as it comes into your home, it is replacing any dense energy with love and light. And your house is going to feel lighter and lighter, more joyful and more harmony, more love and peace. And at this time, as this beautiful weaving of love is entering your home and filling it up, your pets and any people in there, whether they're watching or not watching, are being bathed in this energy. And for those of you who have pets, I get lots of comments that my animals just pass out on the couch before me and just allow that love and light. They're very open. A lot of miracles can happen with these healings. Your children that are sleeping are being bathed in the love. your spouses, your partners, your friends, who's ever over, just basking in that love. Again, we can't force it, but we can make it available. And there's a beautiful shift in your house, bringing in that positivity. It almost feels fragrant. Actually, let's add something new. Let's add the scent of lavender into everyone's home. That fresh feeling of a fresh summer day weaving through the house. You can add any smell you want. Perhaps you're more of someone who wants incense of sandalwood. You can mix that in there too. The vibration of your house is increasing, bringing so much light and peace to all of you there. You can even send the energy to perhaps an appliance that isn't working that well. It's all energy, so if your dishwasher is not working so well, send that love too. Send every ounce of your house love. You can include your cars, everything. There is no limit. And as we're all basing in that love and our personal healings continuing, we're going to allow all those emotions. If there's something bubbling up, you just have to acknowledge it. You don't have to trace back to where it came from. Just allow it to go. Release, transmute, dissolve. You're healing cellular memories. You're forgiving yourself and others. You're letting go of traumas and old belief systems that no longer serve you. And you're anchoring this peace into each and every cell of your body. And now you can imagine yourself having fun, being inspired. You want to anchor that feeling. And you know that that future version of you is in flow, is connected, is inspired, is in love. You're going to hold on to that feeling because that's you. And we're going to heal all timelines, the past, the future, the present, the parallel states, the in-between. We're asking that any timelines that are no longer serving us are being closed down, and these beautiful new timelines are opening up where we can jump into these beautiful, exciting versions of ourselves where we know our magnificence. We feel our nervous systems calming down, letting go of any post-traumatic stress and bringing this beautiful wave of peace and calmness to every cell of our body. And for those of you who might be floating in the stars, you might not even hear my voice anymore or the music. You're basing in that love, that connection of who you truly are. Feel your magnificence. Feel your importance. Know your worth. You are deserving. You are loved. You are compassion. You are a lighthouse, beaming light. Your entire house is filled with this beautiful white light. Some of you might be feeling the presence of whales and dolphins weaving through. And as our healing continues, we are now going to set the intention that this beautiful beam of light, all the light coming from our hearts that are so connected to this beautiful universe, this wave of light is tremendous and bright and full of love and intelligence. It's starting to weave through Mother Earth. It's weaving through and around. You can almost imagine Mother Earth engulfed in this beautiful white light. And as it's moving through the forests and the waters and all the different landscapes, touching every molecule of water and air and land and matter, being available to every animal and plant, marine life and human on this planet, all beings, known and unknown. And this love is penetrating so deep and being made available to everybody, to the lightest parts of the planet, to the darkest parts. This light is so powerful. It's dissolving the darkness and replacing it with God's love and light, bringing peace to those who need it the most. May they feel their importance. May they know they're loved. May they know they matter because they do. May they say yes to the healing. May they say yes to the love and the power of the light. And this light is still working on you. It's going deep within you to heal whatever is needed. Perhaps another layer is coming up, or emotion or trauma. Allowing that to go. Feeling that reconnection. Allowing that light to calm every cell of your body. There's a lot happening here today, everyone. We're all in this together, creating this beautiful, powerful energy with these beings of light supporting us. And even when this call ends, this energy continues. You can imagine that Mother Earth will continue to weave through this light within her. Hearts are opening. Healing is happening. The light quotient of this planet is increasing. I have this great love for Mother Earth, as I'm sure all of you do. I feel like I'm the protector of Earth sometimes. And although that seems so far-fetched, just imagine what this light is doing. It's protecting and healing. As Mother Earth heals, we heal. As we heal, Mother Earth heals. We're going to take it even a step further and start sending this energy out to the universe and the multiverse, the beings of light that are helping and assisting us, to the stars and the constellations and the galaxies and beyond. There are no limits to the love of God. It is powerful, it is beautiful. And we are all one. I'm buzzing, and a lot of you are probably buzzing at this time. Your vibration is up, your cells are letting go anything it needs to, and being replaced by this beautiful, powerful, loving, healing energy. Getting rid of any physical issues, any mental issues, any emotional issues. There is a version of you that is perfect. Perfect in your mind, your physicality, your emotions. And we're asking our physicality to mimic that. May our bodies start to heal. You can ask for a miracle moment. You can ask for a miracle to happen. They're happening in this day and age. More and more. They're more common than ever before, as this love on this planet is so powerful. You want to stay in this receiving mode, this permission mode. This energy is going to stay with you for the next few days. So drink lots of water. And keep an allowance. If you remember during the day, you can say, hey, I know you're still working on me. Continue. I love it. I allow it. I'm ready. And for those of you who sleep peacefully after this, stay in that zen. Enjoy that vibration in your body that is so high and powerful right now. And for those of you who might stay up most of the night with this energy as it's healing, that is completely okay. We're all different. Whatever needs to happen for you will happen. You're supported by these beings of light as you heal. Keeping that intention of love, anchoring in this peace deep within yourselves. Knowing and trusting that you are loved and protected. We're slowly coming back. For those of you who want to come back, if you want to stay in the energy, you can hang up and just stay in it at this time. And for those of you who want to stay and base in it, you can do that. For those of you who are ready, kind of come out of it. If I was on that side, I would just stay in it, but I need to come out of it. Or otherwise, this call is going to be a lot longer than an hour. Sometimes it's hard to not drift off into this beautiful energy. It feels like I'm being cradled by the hands of beings of light that love us so much. And we thank all the beings of light today, the love of God, the family of light, for helping us today, for being with us, for sending this love beam to all of humanity. The music's going to come to an end. We're going to use a singing bowl in a moment. Just allowing those deep breaths. I want you to remember this feeling because you can tap into this feeling at any time of the day. It's always there for you. We're going to bring in the singing bowl. I'm just reading the chat now. And it's a lot of love there. A lot of things bubbling up that came up. Probably all now released. Somebody said they were feeling worse, but now they're feeling lighter. Sometimes during the healing call, as things come up, we can feel worse as things are processing. But by now, they should have been let go and replaced with love. Feeling lighter. I'm going to use this singing bowl, and what this does is help process any emotions. Kind of helps you kind of process a bit quicker. The sound of the singing bowl may not sound perfectly, but the intention works just the same. So for those of you who love the singing bowl, stay on. For those who don't love the bowl, because not everyone does, they find it too intense, you may just hang up and stay in that Zen state. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming, and we're going to do the bowl. Beautiful. I just noticed in the chat, someone said, oh no, I'm late. Don't ever worry about being late. So you jump in when you can. It's not a problem. All right, everyone. So I'm going through the chat. Thank you all for coming yet again. I'm still feeling a little bit busy. Dizzy. If you are feeling lightheaded, because that was pretty intense, but we say that every week, but I believe it is increasing in intensity, you may want to drink some water, wiggle your toes, stomp your feet. Some of us go really high up, so it takes a while for us to come back down, and maybe you don't want to come down right away, but when you do, just asking Mother Earth to ground you back to Earth. That can really help you ground and get rid of that dizzy feeling if that's what you're feeling. Other than that, I guess we'll see you next Tuesday. If you have any questions or comments, you can always email me. Thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure, and I can feel all of you. And all your intentions that were emailed to me were sent out. And thank you again, because We're all in this together, and I know it helps. They always tell me these calls are so important at this time. So we'll keep doing them. And perhaps, in 2025, we won't need them as often. But for now, we're in the kind of the time where we do. So we'll just do them weekly as we can. All right, everyone. Many blessings. Sleep well. And thank you.